guys, so today, as you probably read in the title, is my... wait, I need to get my dog sorted. Of course, wait. I am filming a readathon today, or the whole week actually, because I will be reading one book each day, so 7 in total, and today is Monday, so I have yet to see if I can actually win this challenge, because I'm setting it for myself. It is currently 11:30, so a little bit later than the clips you saw before, because I started reading at 7 a.m, at around 7 a.m, and my first book of the week is The House Without Windows by Barbara Newhall Follett. This is a very short book, it only has 206 pages, and the font is very, very big. I hope you enjoyed this video. Yay! Okay, I finished half of the book. I really like it. I love the description of nature so much. There are events that are exciting, but it's not really eventful, if you know what I mean. Like, not like a thriller or a fantasy novel, which can be a little bit boring. But this book is so beautiful. The way the author describes nature, it's gorgeous, and you can see it in front of your eyes, and that's really special and really, really beautiful, especially for someone who loves nature. If you're not interested in nature, I would not recommend this book, because this is all about nature. But if you are, then definitely read it. I mean, I'm gonna finish it first, and then I can give you a full, maybe recommendation or my full opinion, but so far, I really, really enjoy it. I just finished it. And my dog is here again. Don't... Okay, I just finished it. And it's 5 p.m. I could have finished this book at around 3 p.m. But we had cake. I had some time with my family. This book was beautiful. I cannot yet say how many stars I would give it, just because I need to give it some time and just recall the book in my own mind, and then in my wrap-up I can tell you how many stars I would give this book. But it was a very light read, it was very easy to understand, and it was just a lot of description about nature. That's what it basically was. But it was beautiful. I loved it. The atmosphere was amazing, and there were some thrilling events, let's just say that, and some turns that I did not expect, which obviously, if you think about it, it's about a girl who runs away from home to live in nature, to live in the wilderness. It's kind of tragic because her parents actually try to get her back. It's beautiful and tragic, and for 206 pages you live in her world. If you love nature, then read this book. If you really are not interested in nature, I would not recommend it, because that's what it basically was. But yeah, book 1 done. Day 1 is finished. And now I can finally answer some of my friends, because they've been texting me all day. Okay, see you tomorrow! Sorry if you can hear my dog barking. I just finished 84 Charing Cross Road by Helen Hanf, and I didn't even realize that it was this short. I thought this was the whole book, 230 pages, but no, there's a sequel called The Duchess of Bloomsbury Street. Okay, my review. This book is a collection of letters between an American author to a British bookshop, which she loves dearly and has very cheap but very old and antique copies of books that she really loves. Now, I will definitely say I will give you a much more in-depth review of what I thought of it in my wrap-up, so make sure to subscribe. But it is just letters. If you love books, then you can definitely relate to the protagonist. But I gotta say, I wasn't really fond of the protagonist. I thought she was sometimes really harsh in her opinions, and maybe I didn't understand her humor. Maybe that's why. I can't say that I liked it very much, to be honest. I don't know, I was really excited for this book actually, because I heard someone say it's a collection of letters and it's supposed to be really pretty and really enjoyable and charming. And it was, because the people that work at the bookshop are really nice, and the correspondence and the contact they have is something really special, and it just makes me want to write letters. But it wasn't necessarily my favorite book I've read. Yeah, I think I'm gonna read The Duchess of Bloomsbury Street, maybe this week even. That was it for today. That's weird. It's, by the way, no, it's 2 p.m. And this only had 90 pages. See you tomorrow. Hey guys, I just noticed that I didn't vlog the entire day. I started this book at around 11 p.m, more like 12 p.m, so rather late in comparison to the other books that I read this week. And this is definitely the longest. This has 323 pages. I never read this much in a day, and I still have to read 100 pages, but I wanted to give you a quick overview. So this book is about a female author, and she's rather poor, and she works as a waitress, long shifts and hard shifts to hopefully then pay off her debt, which is enormous. My dog wants to yawn in the middle of my video. Fine. No, you're allowed to. She meets two men who are very different, and then something just happens. And she recently lost her mother, so she's still grieving and mourning. This was recommended by my favorite booktuber, Noelle Gallagher, and I love her to death. And she gave this book a 5 out of 5, and I like it. I enjoy reading it, and it's a really entertaining book in case of the language is nice and the dialogues are nice. But until now, there hasn't been something that really struck me as amazing. I gotta say, I had really high hopes for this book, and maybe the hopes were too high. I do like the main character. I can relate to her most of the time. I cannot relate to the love relationships at all, which is just the way that it is for me. I still have 100 pages to read, so I'm gonna do that now. It's right now 9 p.m, so I've been reading the entire day, and I'm really slow, but that's okay. That's my first readathon. This is Clux, by the way. He's my oldest dog, and he's turning 12 in September. And my other dog's birthday is today. Ruby has her 11th birthday today. I love you. He's like, go away from me. But I love you. You want to read? What do you think? Oh, he doesn't like the book. You don't like the book. Okay. Continuing. I just finished it, and it's 11 p.m. The last 50 pages were the best, I think. They were the most enjoyable. There were some twists and, you know, a happy ending. It was a fulfilling ending, but not in the way that the author explained everything, you know? You good, buddy? You're a good buddy, my babe. There were some things that I probably did not realize, like certain symbols that I did not really understand, which is kind of sad because I was really excited for this book and it wasn't really the best read I had. I don't know if it's because maybe it's not my genre, because I'm still figuring out what my genre is. I enjoyed the book, and if I had given it more time than a day, I probably would have, you know, had more time to consider all the things that I was reading. But I'm definitely going to think about this book more in the next few days, in the next few weeks before I film my wrap up. And even though it wasn't as exciting as I thought it would be, or as nice as I thought it would be, because people praised it all over social media, it was still good. It was a nice read. I liked the story a lot and I could relate to the main character. And I did like the twist at the end, the small twist, and who she chose and what she chose. And I enjoyed it. I'm happy that I read it. And it gave me motivation to write my own novel, because it is about an author. I had some ideas in the last couple of days, especially today, because it has not been an easy day. I was able to distract myself with this book very well. And luckily it's nighttime, so I can go to sleep and not go back to reality this instant, because I would break down again like I did last night and this morning. Okay, I'm gonna say goodnight and I'll see you tomorrow. Hey guys, I just finished half of this book, and dude, you can just tell that the author is a poet. The way he writes is so beautiful, but the way he describes things, and honestly I can almost annotate every sentence because it's so special and beautiful and just so many gorgeous sayings. And I'm really excited to continue reading this book. I'm kind of tired today, I don't know why, but yeah, I'm done with half of this book. Okay guys, so I just finished the book. It's quite late. I took my time with this and the ending was beautiful. I really love the ending. I don't like this when books have this abrupt kind of ending that definitely has its perks and definitely has meaning, but I just like a nice fulfilling ending, and this had one even though it wasn't really obvious. And the thing is, nothing in this book is really obvious, and that's a thing that kind of confuses me, but something that I really like about it. If you want to read this book, do not read it in one day. This is way too precious and way too special to read in one day. Of course, if you are so interested and invested in it, then you just read and read and read until you don't want to, but don't pressure yourself into reading it in one day, because if you need more time with it, then take your time with it. This is a book in which every single word should be enjoyed. Okay, my dog is finally settled. This is a book about a boy who writes this letter to his mom about war and love and sexuality and struggles and how to see the world in a way. This is a book that is really heartfelt and filled with personal life and love and many great sayings and great language. Like, it's really poetic and it's beautiful. This is something that I would recommend everyone to read. I wouldn't really call it thrilling in a way that you call a thriller interesting or thrilling. It's more of the language and the things that he tells his mother and the reader about. Those are the things that are interesting and thrilling. The word that I would describe it with is special. This was beautiful and I'm really glad I read it. Good morning, everybody. My dog is here again. Today, I'll be reading the sequel, the book that was surprisingly in here that I didn't even notice, because I'm stupid, which is The Duchess of Bloomsbury Street. I have no idea what it's about. As you might know from earlier in this video, I read 84 Charing Cross Road, and I thought it was cute, but I didn't necessarily love it. So let's see what this will do. I just finished The Duchess of Bloomsbury Street and I really liked it. It was nothing like the first part because the first part is literally just letters from the author to this bookshop in London. In the sequel, she gets to London finally after 20 years of constant contact with this bookshop. I'm not going to spoil too much. I can just say that I love the atmosphere and it makes me want to go back to London. I've been to London once in my life for like 5 hours on my school trip. That's, by the way, a video as well. I vlogged the whole experience. It's a bit of a mess, but you know, if you want to see that time, but it was beautiful and I can't wait to go back and I hope that someday I can. I really enjoyed it and now I'm really happy that I read the first part. So yeah, I finished the book and I'll see you tomorrow for the second to last day. 5 books down, 2 to go. Hey guys. It's already pretty late compared to the other days where I started reading because it's already almost 8 p.m. I was pretty tired today, so I slept the entire day and just realized, oh wait, I have a book to read today. I'm reading a very short book, so I'm reading Animal Farm, as you can see, by George Orwell, and sadly I don't have a physical copy, but I really wanted to read this book because it was recommended by so many people, and yeah, it's really short, so that's why I'm reading it. So let's go. Okay, I'm in chapter 7 and I read half of the book now and it's really interesting. It's like this dystopian idea of animals who live on a farm and who rebelled against the humans, and then so they live on their own and they have this sort of system, and obviously they're dealing with the same issues that humans deal with. You know, there are some true things in here which I really like. Okay, I watched a movie with my sister, so it's quite late now, but I'm going to get into my stretches a little bit and do some splits and then read while doing them. I haven't done them in a while, so. I have another dog with me. This is Jack. This is not Quacks. Good morning, guys. I finished Animal Farm last night, but I couldn't film anything anymore because my mom was sleeping and my mom's sleeping in a room next to me, so I didn't want to disturb her. I actually enjoyed it. I really enjoyed that book, even though things happen to animals that I do not like. It was a fun dystopia. Again, it's about this farm where suddenly the animals take over and then basically build the animal farm and then do everything by themselves. There's power play and, you know, this typical way of the people believing everything that the leaders say, and it was really interesting. It was a nice reflection of a system that humans have developed as well. Again, I don't know if I'm the biggest fan of dystopian novels, but this was great. I enjoyed it and it was so short and I would definitely recommend it. Today, I'm reading my last book. I read the last day. I actually can't believe that I made it this far. I'm reading The Midnight Library and I'm really excited to read this one. Everybody said that it was amazing and it came out in 2020, so a very up-to-date book. So we'll see how it is. Let's go. Hey guys, please excuse my greasy hair, my acne. I just wanted to tell you guys that I finished The Midnight Library last night, and it was really good. I really enjoyed it, especially the last 50 pages were really good. So I'm going to end this video now. This was my first 7 books in 7 days readathon. I'm going to do that again because it was actually lots of fun. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Comment down below what you would like to see next. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't yet, and don't forget to click the little bell next to the subscription button to never miss an upload. That was weird, subscription. Anyway, please give me some book recommendations down below. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. If we don't see each other again, a great life. Bye. I'm sorry. Bye, guys.